Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I'm sitting in a 2010 Ford Fusion and I will show you how to remove and replace this inner door handle. As you can see in my case, it's cracked down here and has to be replaced because it's completely loose and not working. This actually happens quite often on these vehicles. It's just unfortunately cheaper made plastic, and it's not uncommon for these door handles to break. This video should apply to Ford Fusions made from 2006 all the way up to 2012. All of them should be the same. Also, if this video was helpful, please consider supporting the channel by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, or becoming a channel member. Okay, so this is the replacement door handle I purchased. I got it off Amazon. It was like $18, I believe, so it's quite cheap. Now I will show you how to install it. Okay, now the first thing to do is to remove this small cover just here behind the door handle. As you can see, I damaged mine a bit already because I was trying to remove it. Now the ideal tool to use would be like a plastic trim remover. That way you will not do any damage to this. If you don't have a trim tool, you can use like a flat screwdriver or anything similar. So you just kind of have to pry it out. In my case, I'll do some damage to it, but it is what it is. You have to remove this to access the mounting screw. Okay, so I got mine out, and as you can see, it's being held by two tabs, one on each side, and it's quite hard to pop it out, to be honest. It's hard to access it with anything, and then pretty much you damage this cover around, but yeah, try to do your best without damaging it. And then you have a Torx screw just behind it, which you can remove. To remove this screw, like I said, you will need Torx T20. Okay, so here is the screw, and once you have it out, then you can remove this cover from the handle as well. Okay, and you have one wire to disconnect here. There is a small tab. You want to press it and pull it out. Easy. And this is for the power door locks. Okay, the next step is to remove a 7mm nut down here. Once that is removed, then you want to pop out this complete assembly just by pulling it up. It should just pop out easily. And then you'll have a couple of electrical connections to disconnect to be able to completely remove the power window and power mirror switch. Okay, now these guys are quite easy to remove. There is a tab here on the top. There is also a tab on this one here. I have this one also out already, and then this small one. Same thing, it's gonna be a tab right here. So I might have to use both of my hands again. Okay. And then you can have this off the way. Next thing to remove is this Torx T20 screw on the side of the panel. Okay, once that one is out, you'll have one more of the same kind, just down here under the panel here. So also Torx T20. After all of these were removed, there is nothing else holding this panel in place, and now you can just pop it out all around. It's gonna be held by a bunch of plastic clips. Now, the best tool to use would be something like this, a plastic trim remover. Again, if you don't have it, you can use like a bigger flat screwdriver or anything similar. Okay, so I'm trying to work with one hand. You want to start somewhere here on this side and just pop the panel out towards yourself, just like this, until the complete panel will be loose. You want to go like all around, right? ideally try to use both of your hands. It's gonna make your life much easier. Okay, mine is almost completely loose. Okay, beautiful. Just a bit more here. Okay, I'll have to use both of my hands so I don't break something. Okay, so this is what you have, and these are these plastic pins, right? So you have to be careful not to break them, and these love to break, to tell you honestly. So I was lucky enough not to do it, so you kind of have to pry it out close to this plastic screw, so don't break it. So ideally you would pry it just here. Yeah. Okay, next step, you want to remove this 8mm interior door handle mounting screw. So again, you will need a 8mm socket to do so. Okay, now once that is done, you just have to detach the cable from the old broken door handle. So you see you have like this ball inserted here and this plastic piece as well. So first you want to push out this plastic piece. Again, ideally I might have to use both of my hands. Yeah, I'll definitely have to use both of my hands for this. So just push it up out from this opening, and then you'll be able to remove this cable ball as well. Okay, so I just did that. So you see this was just inside. All you have to do, you have to pull it out. Okay, and then once that is done, I'm trying to work with one hand. See, you just have to push this cable here to be able to remove this small ball out. Okay. Okay, that's it. Now I will quickly also show you just how to attach the new door handle. Just remove this protective plastic off it. So same stuff. First you will insert this ball into this upper opening, and then you will insert the yellow piece in here. This is a job for two hands, but as you can see I have the ball inside, and now I will just pop in this plastic in here. Okay, all done. And once that is done, you just want to mount this door handle back here in its place, and then before putting back the panel and everything, you actually want to try if this unlock button and door handle actually work, and then you can put the panel back on. Okay, my door handle is now mounted, and like I said, try it out. Works fine. Closing and opening. Lock, unlock also seems to work, and I will try on my remote as well, just to make sure this thing moves and locks and unlocks, and that's it. Now once you've tested it, everything is good. Pop back the panel and do everything in reverse. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.